And this Kids Bop Radio goes hard. Just scored the Super Dhar Mann Dragon.
Try 50 cents. I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you...
Well guys, it's getting worse. For the last few months, Dhar Mann's videos have been getting more and more strange and outlandish and even less applicable to real life than they were to begin with. And what we're going to be looking at today is no exception. Now, if you're not caught up with the recent Dhar Mann lore, allow me to explain. For about 6 months at this point, Dhar Mann has slowly begun to abandon his old video format in favor of these like little mini-series he's been making, essentially turning his YouTube channel into a TV channel with a bunch of different shows. Now, I've said for years at this point that I think Dhar Mann's end goal is to eventually sell off his YouTube channel to some TV network, because the difference between the Dhar Mann channel of like 2020 and the Dhar Mann channel of present day is so dramatic that it seems like the only likely explanation. What used to be like 8-minute long videos where an unnamed character learned a pretty basic life lesson are now half-hour-long productions where returning characters with lore and quirky catchphrases learn, quote, life lessons that are not even applicable to real life because nobody would ever be in the situations that these characters are in. With a great example of this being the video we're going to be watching today, Teens Turn 21 Years Old for 24 Hours. Yes, I remember when that happened to me. Prepare yourselves for what is likely the weirdest and most inappropriate Dhar Mann intro we've ever seen. It's about to get yucky, alright? Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Alcohol is the one thing I don't like about being an adult, bro.
Are you guys sure you're really 21?
Well, I mean, technically.
Of course we are. You know, we just got good genes, baby. You know what they say? This is why I don't wrinkle.
Oh, Mikey, bro. Nobody says that. It's black don't crack.
You guys are funny. I like funny guys.
When I first watched this without the context of knowing what was about to happen, I genuinely thought that Dhar Mann had lost his mind. Don't get me wrong, this intro is still pretty weird even after you see what's going on, but the first time I saw this I was like, okay, Dhar Mann has officially thrown his career in the gutter. Don't worry, it's about to get, I guess, slightly better. It's still weird regardless.
Yeah, what Paris said. Cheers!
Cheers! Yeah. Yeah. So, what you ladies trying to do now?
I've been knocking.
Okay, so they're in a virtual reality world, which I assume is a little less weird than this just being what's actually going on. But once we get to the end of the video, it's gonna wrap back around to this, and I can't say I'm comfortable with it.
You seriously couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yeah, I was about to get my first.
I mean, Noah was about to get his first kiss and you ruined it for him.
I've gotten a kiss before.
By whom?
Fine, I haven't, but you guys haven't either.
Actually,
Kiss from your family member does not count, Mikey.
Remember, I got that kiss on the
I
cheek.
just kiss on the cheek, Jay.
All right, well, instead of being glued to those things, don't you think it's about time for you to go out and do something else now? I mean, then maybe one of you might actually have a chance at kissing a girl in real life.
Jay, I don't know how to tell you this, but if your mom hits you with one of those in front of all your friends, you've got to fight her, okay? I mean, I don't really see how many other options you'd have in this situation. She just absolutely roasted you in front of all your bros, and are you really gonna let that slide? I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, it's winter break. You boys need to be outside playing and scraping up your knees instead of staying in the house talking to virtual girlfriends.
Clarification. They're not just virtual girlfriends. They so super hot virtual girlfriends.
I've got a super hot idea for you, Michael. Stop talking.
Remember when the people in these videos talked like normal humans? Yeah, I took those days for granted.
Look, we need money, okay? I don't understand why you're acting like a brokey. Didn't you just get a raise? We're rich now. So cough it up, money bag. I need the money in my hand.
Okay, so making an extra $1 an hour hardly makes us rich, Jay. And having more doesn't mean you just go out and blow it.
Well, it sounds like there's nothing left to talk about then, so if you don't mind, the Rizzler. as a hot girl waiting for him.
All right, so are we gonna address that the kind of game where you'd be doing this in VR is part of a certain category of games, all right, that maybe we shouldn't be portraying 13-year-olds playing? Have you thought about that, Dhar Mann? I don't know, I'm just throwing things out there. What's that? No second thought goes into making any of these videos? Oh, that's right, I forgot, sorry.
Because being a grown-up is not easy. It is a lot of work.
Okay, don't act like all you do is work. Aren't you on vacation for the rest of the year? You've got moolah and freedom. That's the kind of adulting I want to try.
Yeah. Can I get name it up in here?
Put your hand down.
Okay, what? Why did Dhar Mann make this woman a nurse? I don't get it. Just to make a point? Just to make these kids think that being an adult is easy? Because I don't know anybody of any profession, especially not a nurse, who gets the entire month of December off of work.
Yes, life has been easier with Cassie coming over twice a month, but I still have so many other responsibilities. There is so much to being an adult. You guys just don't understand.
Maybe if you give me your credit card, I would learn a thing or two. So just put that card in my hand.
No.
Bro, if you're not gonna treat me like a 21-year-old, then I'm just gonna go back to the VR world, bro, because...
Wait, who do you think you are talking to giving me an ultimatum? Bruh, I am your mother, okay? And how's about I just take away all the VR sets until New Year's? Huh? How about that?
Oh, no, I was playing.
You like that? Yeah, exactly.
There's few brands of humor that I hate more than this one. Maybe it's just because I'm not 10 years old anymore, but I absolutely hate it. I call it the Nickelodeon overact, where every single word, every action, every reaction is just overacted to the extreme, and every single line has to be a joke. I remember when Disney Plus first came out, me and some of my friends got together to watch some of the shows we used to watch as kids. If you haven't done that, don't, because every show you used to watch is going to be ruined for you because none of the writing, none of the humor holds up whatsoever. That like late 2000s, early 2010s style of writing for kids shows where everything is a joke, it's ridiculously fast-paced, it's just go, 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 go. Dhar Mann is emulating that to keep his child audience entertained, and it's not very pleasant to watch.
My yoga group invited me to go to Bali. Doesn't it look amazing? I've always dreamed of going here.
So what's stopping you? Go, girl.
Yeah, if it were me, I'd be on that plane so fast, turning it up. Yo.
Well, trust me, I want to go. And for once, I have the money. But Jay has a basketball camp. I can't do both, unfortunately.
I wish our kids knew how much we sacrifice for them.
Word. We be 10 toes down for them and they don't even peep game.
Oh my god, Dhar Mann, why? Why do you like this character so much? In every single one of your series, you have a character that's an adult that tries to be with the kids. It's not even like a parent doing it ironically to try and embarrass their kid. It's just the most ridiculously goofy, unbelievable, unrealistic character that their only personality trait is saying slang they don't understand. It's not funny, Dhar Mann.
You know, Jay was trying to tell me he's ready to be an adult again. He just wants to do only the fun parts, though.
Ugh. Wouldn't that be nice? I bet Mikey thinks the same way.
Yeah, Noah gets like that sometimes. I tell him, he be tripping.
Oh, but they all try to convince me to let them be 21 for a day. And for me to give them my credit card. Even if they did want to do only the fun parts, can you imagine all the things that would go wrong? No, Kathy. No, we're not going to do that again. We've done it too many times.
But doesn't it always work?
Okay, so I was very confused as to why they were talking as if they've already done this once before. I was thinking maybe they're just shoehorning in some lore we're supposed to just run with it, but I looked and about a year ago they made a video pretty similar to this, where these two let their kids be an adult for a day, and guess what? They didn't like it. Boo-hoo, I want to be a kid again. You know, the normal Dhar Mann stuff. But I find it very ironic that Dhar Mann wrote in the line, doesn't it always work, when clearly it doesn't, because we've seen these kids get into trouble a million times since then, and now they're wanting to be adults again. So like, no, it obviously does not work every time.
We let them wreak havoc for a day just to teach them a lesson. And as Kathy said, It works every time.
Okay, so keep this in mind, this whole bit about teaching them a lesson. There's gonna be no lesson taught in this video whatsoever. And again, it's one of those cases where it's like one person wrote the first half of this video and another person wrote the second half, because none of this is gonna make sense soon.
So now the only question is, a whole day without the kids? What do we do?
Oh, I got an idea. We start training and breeding dragons.
Okay, so this turns into a Dragon City sponsorship read, but when I first heard this, I was like, okay, it's happened. I've officially gone insane.
Just scored the Super Dhar Mann dragon. So let me get this straight. We get to be 21 for the day and charge up your credit card?
Up to $1,000. That's the limit.
What's the catch?
There's not one. Except...
See? No, I was right. No. I'm not gonna go to work with you or clean the house.
You don't have to do anything for me. You guys can do whatever you want to do. Only thing you have to do is remember, since you all are adults now, there's no calling mommy or daddy when things go wrong.
The only rule is not to call you?
Yeah. By doing so, you boys admit defeat. And then we can finally put this whole adulting convo to bed once and for all.
I don't know about you guys, but this seems like an exceptionally horrible idea. What does this teach these children about being adults? Of course, in classic Dhar Mann style, they're gonna do something stupid that makes them run back to mommy, but realistically, most kids would just like go to the mall or go to a restaurant and be stupid, spend $1,000, and then that's it. Like, that's where it would end for 99% of people. I just don't really understand how this is meant to teach kids what being an adult is like, because being an adult is not somebody handing you $1,000 and saying, hey, go spend it, there's no consequences. Being an adult is pretty much the exact opposite of that.
Yeah! Hey, bro. $1,000, boys, we're rich! We're never gonna run out of money!
I wouldn't say never.
Noah, what are you talking about? We're practically millionaires! Come on, boy, we got money now! Hey, this is about to be the best 24 hours of our lives! Our Uber's here!
Do you think Dhar Mann just gives these kids these scripts and says, hey, scream as loud as you possibly can while reading this, and it will probably be good enough? So for the next 3 or so minutes, we are treated to one of the new staples of the Dhar Mann channel, a montage with horribly annoying music that moves the story along without requiring any thought having to be put into writing dialogue. But they go to a movie, then they go to an arcade, and then they rent a limo and source some women from behind a building. Not really sure what's going on there, but basically we just see them be pretty careless with the money. Nothing too surprising.
What a day, boys.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Imagine when we're really adults, bro. We'll get to live like this all the time. It'd be heaven.
Hey, guys, let's make a promise right now that we are never getting married.
That when we grow up, we're still gonna be best friends, play video games, and live like this forever. Yeah. Forever young. I wanna be forever young.
The implication that the modern 13-year-old is gonna know about this song Forever Young by Rod Stewart is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in a Dhar Mann video. Also, I don't really even understand why they'd be singing this, because isn't the entire point of this video that they want to be old?
Oh, wait, I forgot we've got money now, bruh. Let's order some Uber Eats, man. That's easy. What y'all want? Hey, do you guys have the credit card? I don't.
No. Did you ever get back from the limo driver?
No, I didn't. Well, let me call my mom and tell her to,
Wait, stop! Jay, what are you doing?
Don't you remember the deal? You called your mom, and the deal's off the table.
Alright, so this is where I start to get pretty confused as to what's going on in this video. Like I said, it's like somebody wrote the first half and then somebody completely different wrote the second half, because they've already had their fun, they've already spent the money. What do they have to lose? Like, the deal is not you get to live like this forever as long as you don't call your mom. It's that you admit defeat if you call your mom, but like nothing's gonna change either way. You've already spent your money, you've already had your fun. After this 24 hours, you go back to living like a normal kid. This is a win-win situation for the children, which is why I don't understand why the parents would agree to this. Now they're just out $1,000.
Hey, that driver's probably still at the same place he picked us up. Because remember what he said? He's always going to be in that same place. So call an Uber and let's go. And we'll pick up some in and out on the way back.
Mikey, my guy. Every once in a while, you do have one good idea. It's rare, but it happens. I gotta give this one to you. Let me just see how much money we got left. Yes! How do we already spend $700?
That means we only have like 1,000 minutes. $300 left. I was gonna say that.
No. Maybe we shouldn't Uber or get in and out. We could just eat here.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to run out of money.
So they're all saying they don't want to Uber so Dhar Mann can set up what they're going to do next. But again, this makes absolutely no sense because if you still want to keep your money and you still want to spend some of it, you're gonna have to have the credit card, so it's worth taking the Uber so, you know, you have the money to begin with. Dhar Mann, you've got to think some of this stuff through, buddy.
Hey, guys. Nope. No way, bro. Have you lost the last remaining brain cells you still have?
This is the only option we had. Besides, your mom said we are 21. So technically, that means we can drive.
Technically? What about legally?
Tomato. Besides, we can't get in trouble. Because technically, we're following their rules.
Okay, not only is it pretty silly to me that they have completely abandoned the idea of just taking an Uber. Sure, Ubers aren't cheap, but it's better than committing a crime. Further on that, I don't think that anybody, even these characters that have proven to be kind of stupid, would really think this logic would pan out. Well, actually, maybe they would, considering this is the kid who made a bomb threat to an airplane so he wouldn't have to take a test. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit.
Well, I'd say they have about $50 left.
Try 50 cents. I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you...
With my best friends, sipping on apple juice, laid back. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And this Kids Bop Radio goes hard.
Alright, so those are 7 words that have never been spoken before in human history. So in one video, we've got a reference to Rob Stewart, 50 Cent, and Snoop Dogg. Who is Dhar Mann trying to relate to in this video? Does he think these are relevant references?
I can't believe you actually got us here. Hate to say this, but you're a pretty darn good driver. Look out! Jay! Oh my God. Jay!
Dhar Mann, could you really have not filmed this anywhere but your studio parking lot? I mean, what's the implication here? That your parking lot meets up with a public road and there's just a seamless transition between road and parking lot? How would this happen?
Oh, you almost hit my car! Oh, my bad.
Oh my God.
Jay, wait. How old are you, kid?
21?
Listen, calling the cops.
What? No, don't do that. What have you do? We have to call our parents and risk them never giving us freedom again? No!
Oh no. Cops.
You know, from what I've seen, I don't think I'd like to live in the Dhar Mann universe, but you gotta give them credit, they take their safety seriously. Within 9 seconds of this guy calling the cops, they were already right there. You can't beat that kind of response time, people.
Hey, buckle up, boys. This shit, Mikey. To the rescue.
Whoa! What are you doing? I called the cop! Yeah, he's in a gray BMW.
Oh no.
Alright, so you're gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me that this cop not only has a crystal ball that he was able to use to find out exactly where these kids were gonna end up driving, but he also had enough time to get there, park his car, get out, and then lean against his car while posing. I don't know about you guys, but I find that one a little bit hard to believe. How would this cop be here?
You guys are breaking the one and only
Mom, okay, please, we need your help. We don't have much time.
What's going on?
Okay, let's just say I lost your credit card. We decided to drive your car to go get it. We ended up almost crashing into somebody, and now the cops are gonna get us.
You did what?
Mom, he's coming, okay? Please help.
Wait, why is he behind the car now? There's no way this cop would have had these children who aren't licensed to drive move the car. What is going on?
Oh, remember, we have to stick with the plan.
I'm sorry, Jay, but like I said, grown-ups don't get to switch back to being a kid when it's convenient.
Pardon me? Are you 3 under the impression that you're not at fault here? Do you really think the children are gonna be the ones who are held legally responsible? Not the parents who told their kids, hey, go out and do whatever you want unsupervised, and then acknowledge they were committing a crime with your vehicle, and then hung up the phone? Lady, you're going to jail.
Are you sure you want to let him off with just a slap on the wrist? You know, you can do whatever you need to, officer. I will not interfere with their punishment.
I remember what it was like to be a teen once. Hopefully this will be an eye-opener for them.
Yeah, no, this is not happening. I could understand if a few kids wanted to drive their parents' car and they weren't doing anything wrong other than that and they got caught, maybe they would be let go. But if you get caught and then run from the police in a car you're not licensed to drive, yeah, you're not going home that night.
Give me one good reason why you all shouldn't be punished until you really are 21.
We didn't crash your car.
We didn't kill anybody? We didn't spend all the money?
Yeah, that means we're at least, like, kind of responsible, right? Yeah, no.
In case you forgot, there's a $500 ticket for driving without a license. So you went over the limit.
I like how we're continuing the theme in these videos of completely ignoring the horrible path both of these kids are going down. For like, I don't know, 15 videos at this point, there's been a pattern of both of these kids having absolutely no care for any laws whatsoever, and somehow we're meant to just completely ignore that. It's almost like the writers don't even notice it anymore because, yeah, there would be a ticket for driving without a license, but there would be a much more serious punishment for running from the police, and that's not even mentioned. What are these videos supposed to be teaching, Dhar Mann?
You did say the only rule was not to call you, so we just followed that and I missed.
Mrs. Lawson, Jay makes a point there. You specifically said that we could do whatever we wanted. So...
No, it's okay to steal my car, illegally drive, and to almost crash into someone. And even the one rule, you guys still broke it.
Hate it when you're right. I'll go get all my electronics.
Actually, I spoke to Mikey's mom and Noah's dad, and we decided we're not gonna take away your headsets.
Huh?
What? Trust me, I reconsidered this 100 times, especially after what just happened. But we agreed that you boys seem to get into less trouble in the VR world than the real world.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah! I mean, thank you so much, mother, for this opportunity. Hugs, kisses. I got a hot girl waiting for me, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, so remember when I said keep in mind how this woman's talking about teaching these kids a lesson? What a lesson we're teaching today. You go out, you commit a few crimes, no biggie. We've decided not to punish you because we're all too horrible of parents to actually do anything about our out-of-control kids. We'll just let them essentially be grown-up iPad babies and let the VR headsets do the parenting for us. What a lesson, Dhar Mann. This might be your best one yet. Well, guys, what do you think? Has Dhar Mann just officially lost it? There were so many questionable choices made during the creation of this video that I don't even really know what to think about it. I mean, you've got the ridiculously weird intro, you've got the normal terrible writing that we see, and then maybe the worst conclusion of any Dhar Mann video I've ever seen. It's really the full package. What do you guys think? Over or under 6 months before Dhar Mann just has Mikey straight up kill somebody? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.